Hi, I am Morgan McGauley, and I am a Sycamore Room teacher along with
Lisa Kelly, also a Sycamore Room teacher.
the Sycamore Room has been visiting a tree called Little Tree, and it became an integral part of our learning and class community this school year. It started when we read a children's book called Little Tree by Loren Long, and the children connected this tiny tree that they found at the Frederick S. Plant Wildlife Sanctuary, or what Ambrose calls the forest, and we visit that each week. We continued visiting the tree each week, which sparked many more wonderings from the children, one of which was, how did Little Tree get there or come to be?
Amazingly, the Sycamore teachers were able to connect with a man named Larry and his daughter Grace on a Webster Groves Plant and Garden Facebook page. We were looking for tomato cages to put around some new plum tree saplings that were planted up at the forest. And Larry had commented on that post, and in commenting, he mentioned his love for trees, and he shared that he had even planted another tree up at the forest. Little did he know that the tree he planted was our little tree. That same week that we connected with Larry, we also purchased a sycamore sapling to plant up at the forest. The children had wanted to plant their own little tree, and since we're the Sycamore Room, it only made sense to plant a sycamore tree. We invited this family, Larry and his daughter Grace, that planted Little Tree, to come up to the forest and share with our class who they were and how exactly Little Tree came to be. We learned that Larry and Grace lived in the area, and they transplanted Little Tree from their yard.
A couple of those trees happened to be just like Little Tree, and so he was a volunteer.
We just talked about that big word, a volunteer tree.
Yeah.
He's not a volunteer, he's a maple tree.
He's a maple tree.
Yeah.
Over the course of several months, the children had been giving Little Tree presents. They had decorated it, they had given it stick friends, and even a snow blanket to keep it warm on the cold winter days. Recently, the Sycamores identified Little Tree as being a maple tree after the tree had started sprouting its leaves.
After sharing about Little Tree, we invited Larry and Grace to help us plant our little sycamore tree. First, we had to find the right place to plant it. The children had learned sycamore trees like to grow near water and creeks. The children immediately thought of a good wet spot at the forest where they thought the tree would like to be planted. We headed over to the spot and started digging the big hole for the little sycamore. It took hard teamwork to get the tree planted, but it was even better that we had help and support from such wonderful people in our community. We are so grateful we had the opportunity to connect with members of the community because of a special tree. We hope that our little sycamore tree brings joy to the people in our community, like Little Tree has brought so much joy to our class this school year.